Are you ready, hun?
No.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the weekly vlog. Relaxing, gonna get this done. Hello, everybody, and
Sorry.
we got any tequila?
Dude, I'd take a shot right now.
Sounds lovely.
My hands are riding up in the weirdest way.
Sweatpants gang.
Hand trip.
God, my.
None of that's going in there, is it?
Oh, yes, it is. A very bad boy. Hello, everybody. What do you? Yeah.
I can't with you.
You start off with hello, everybody, and then I'll take
All right.
over from there.
Hello, everybody.
And welcome back to the weekly vlog we do once every 2 months. We're going to give you an update because today is officially the 1 month anniversary of when we took off on our trip. So we wanted to give you guys an update on what we've been doing, things we've learned, things we've enjoyed, and everything else. So, where do we start?
So we started off in Fort Wayne, visiting Kyle's work, and we stayed our first night in our parking lot. But a highlight of that is we had pizza delivered to the bus, so that was pretty neat. Then we had a visit from the police on night number 2.
Well, we just had our first encounter with law enforcement. We're parked outside of my boss's house tonight before we head up to Michigan, and a car stopped in front of the bus, so I got up and peeked through the blinds, and it was an officer, and he came up to the bus, and I explained what we were doing, and that we're just staying the night, and then he was nice about it and just said, I figured, have a good night, but heart was pounding.
A neighbor was being nosy and decided to maybe do a wellness check on us, and so called the cops.
And then after Fort Wayne, we went to Michigan, and we got to meet the world record holder of a human being shot out of a cannon. Do you want to tell the story?
There's the gentleman who holds the world record for being shot out of a cannon, so human cannonball. Look him up. We don't know the name off the top of our heads, but
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll find him.
I didn't necessarily believe that was the case, and then we did a Google search, and sure enough, this guy gets shot out of a cannon, like
Yeah,
big time.
so the cannon was actually there in the campground with us, which is proof enough. So that was pretty cool. Had a great time with family. And then we were ready to head south, so we just kept going and going and going. So our next place was in
Hocking Hills, which was just south of Columbus, a beautiful state park in Ohio. When you see Hocking Hills, you don't necessarily think you're in Ohio. A little hilly getting up to our campsite, but we met some wonderful people there and had campfires with them, and it was a blast.
fun.
I loved Hocking Hills.
good people, good place to visit.
Yeah.
So after Hocking Hills, we ended up going to,
It's the end of that park.
it was on a lake. It wasn't Wheeler Lake, it was the other one.
I know, I can't spell it.
I have it in my notes inside.
She's inside grabbing her notes because we don't know where we've been. Bus life. So there's Greenbow.
Greenbow, and then we went to Nolan Lake State Park, and that was in Mammoth Cave, Kentucky.
Yes, so Nolan Lake was the place where we met these couples next to us, and they gave us tacos and margaritas on our first night
The
there.
margaritas were so nice. Thank you guys.
That was clutch. If you guys are watching this, thank you. We appreciate that. They were a great host, and on the way there we stopped at a distillery and got a bottle of nice wild turkey. And as we were talking to the Kentucky couple, I decided to bring over the nice bottle of wild turkey to say thanks for the margaritas and tacos. And I went and grabbed glasses, and he said, "We're in Kentucky." And I said, "Oh, okay." So we passed that bottle back and forth. So Kentucky, Tennessee was a drinking time for us.
Yeah, they were very hospitable people around there.
Yeah, Mammoth Cave was really cool. We got to check out, we did the historical tour, and we got to go in and learn about how Mammoth Cave was started, what it did for the country, which is kind of wild just to think that a cave was actually a big contributor to our country's health and wellness. So we have some footage of that. We went through a cave system that was rather tight in some areas. I'm a little claustrophobic, so that was a stepping out moment for me.
I low-key hate this.
But we got through it. It was fine. We decided to go to Nashville and spend 3 nights there at a KOA, which was our first KOA experience.
Our first night was a Sunday night, and we decided to go see some live music. And little did we know that our tolerance has definitely changed in terms of alcohol, because we were not supposed to be out that late, and we were, and we had a little too much fun.
First night was the only booze night. The rest of the time in Nashville was rather sobering.
Yeah. So then after that, we went to a KOA in Decatur, Alabama. So gorgeous spot. So we had really, really nice weather, and then Kyle checked the weather that night and realized that we were about to have a storm.
We had a tornado warning, so I didn't sleep at all that night. The rest of the time was just trying to make sure we were safe.
So we have a leak in our ceiling, and it's dropped down.
And then after that, we were very thankful to be coming here.
We are at Prairie Creek State Park here in
Lodensboro,
Alabama. Really, really beautiful spot. We're basically on this peninsula right now, surrounded by water, trees, wildlife. There's pelicans, there's blue herons, there's all types of birds, woodpeckers, squirrels, there's everything. Tripp's losing his mind inside every single day looking out the window. I caught I caught like the biggest fish in my life. We have right behind this camera is a body of water, and I threw out a little swim bait, and next thing you knew, second cast, I hooked into something pretty big, and I was inside freaking out. It was almost 5 pounds. We're really excited about it. So you'll see in the footage that I'm pretty excited. But
he was.
Weather is perfect.
It is perfect. Like, I'm only out here in a sweater because I was reading in stationery, but I don't need it. It's beautiful. There's no breeze. It is perfect still weather.
Yeah, and it's so quiet. Just listen. We have not killed each other. It's been actually, that's one of the #1 questions. So how's your relationship? Is everything good? 200 square feet, it's pretty small.
We are very compatible. Living this lifestyle is for us. So we're doing really well there. We're not going to kill each other anytime soon.
Nope.
You guys can stop asking.
Yeah, I would say that one of the big things that we have recently touched on today is our water consumption.
Oh man.
Would you like to tell everybody about your water consumption, honey?
I have a problem with taking long showers. I will take responsibility. And then I tend to forget that when I'm doing dishes, I'm still leaving the water on. So
Yes, you are.
I'll take responsibility.
Yeah, water has been tough. We have 110 gallons on board, and yet we still manage to go through it a lot. We see a lot of other schooly couples out there across the country on their vlogs, and they're doing 40, 60 gallons of water, and they're making it stretch 2 weeks. So we are awful with water right now, but that's probably one of the biggest things we need to get better at. We have gotten really good at breaking stuff down and hitting the road quickly. Mm-hmm. So yeah, about every 3-4 days or so, we go to a new spot. We break down the bus really quickly. Naomi has her checklist, I have mine. And when I fire up the bus, you take out your phone and we just go through every single thing to make sure that we're good. So
There's a bug on your lens.
he's cool.
All right. There's a spider. So a lot of people came at us in the comments for previous things for not having enough windows. Man, those windows are usually shut because we're outside all the day or all the time.
Yeah, quit being mean, internet. All right.
So we did that for a reason. We like our privacy when we're inside because we're always outside. And we had to get curtains. Even if they're blacked out windows, we realized that we still like that privacy, and they're shut most of the time anyway, so don't come at me. So that was something that has been different.
Laundry and stuff like that. I mean, most campgrounds and places that we stay have laundry facilities here, so that's like the best part of you know what you're saying. Like if we have a sack of quarters, we're good to go. So people always ask about laundry. They have laundry here. We're
good.
Yeah, we're fine.
So that's been pretty good. Something else that we found out is through the storms, we did have a couple of leaks in our ceiling.
Yeah, we had two leaks. The thing that busts a lot of people that are either watching the channel that haven't started yet, or just people that are curious about this, is that there are leaks at the school bus, right? So we did our best to patch everything, and everything was great. But stationary rain is a lot different than sideways rain, and especially if you're driving in rain. So water tends to get into cracks that it wouldn't if you were just stationary and it was just draining straight down. So so we think that we're patched up now. So another little small thing was that there are trucks everywhere in the South. You think you're gonna see a Prius? You're not. It's all trucks with the double wide tires on the outside. That's another thing. Driving.
Oh, there's another.
Another truck.
I have to give Kyle a lot of credit here. Driving the bus has been a different type of driving altogether. So it's been scary at times. Visibility can be really poor, even though you have a big window. Just finding the safest routes. We use a special app just for that, so we're safe there. And the 2 times that we did try to deviate from our special app, we keep running into issues. So
yeah, there's an app called RV Life or whatever, and you're able to put in your specs of your bus. So the height, the weight, everything, if you want to avoid bridges, tolls, whatever it is, and it gives you an RV specific route for your actual bus that is fit to your size. So that's been super helpful.
So at one point we were told it was going to be over an hour to Mammoth Cave. And we were like, well, no, we're only 15 minutes away. Like, we'll just go the regular route. Well, come to find out, there is a ferry that you have to board to cross the river to get to the national park.
Okay, so we're at Mammoth Cave National Park, and we have the bus in the national park, and there's a ferry that we have to take across a river. I have no idea if we're even allowed to do this. This is nerve-wracking as hell, because we're about to put our entire house on this thing. Oh my God, I'm so nervous.
I don't understand it. It was
Why there's not a bridge, we don't know.
Yeah, Mammoth Cave invested in a bridge. I don't know what your guys are doing there, but.
So we pull up, and hopefully Kyle still has the footage of it, but it was scary. So our big bus, our length would have fit, but we ended up being too heavy. We
had to go in reverse up a hill in a narrow national park. That was interesting. That was very interesting.
It was kind of nerve-wracking. So
yeah, it's our house.
Everybody wonders how Tripp's doing. He loves it.
He loves it.
Loves it. He is constantly at our feet, running around. Can't wait to be outside with us. So everything's great there.
There's a lot of squirrels here, and it takes it out of them.
Yeah. So he's great.
Yeah, and then work's been pretty good. We have a hotspot antenna that connects. We have this thing called RV4G that is able to connect us to internet anywhere we are, so we kind of have rolling Wi-Fi. So outside of one little snag at a state park where we had to drive to the parking lot to get better signal, other than that, we've been doing our jobs just like we would be at home. We
have run into a few situations where we wish we had a car, but we've been able to manage. So for the most part, it's been great. Like, those little inconveniences in the grand scheme of things are so little.
And in 2 days, we'll be on the beach for Naomi's birthday. So we're really excited to go down to Pensacola, Florida, and we're going to enjoy a week or 2 down there and hopefully have a great time. So pray for good weather, and on to the next month of our bus journey. We miss our friends and family.
I do. It's been really hard, but obviously we're highly supported, so everything's good there.
So quit being selfish, friends and family, and why don't you start booking some trips to come see us, and don't give me the I have kids excuse. You can drop them off at daycare for probably a few days. I don't know how it works. Figure it out, guys. We miss you.
Yes, we miss you very much, and we love you. And for everybody else, thank you for following along for so long. We do appreciate that support too.
So till next time, guys, we love you, and we'll see you later.
Thank you.